Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bronze Grade Podcast. This is episode 39, right? I think it's 39. I don't think I have it tracked.
Yes.
I didn't write it down this time. This is where we talk about anything gaming related. I'm joined today by only Lawrence. Jackie said he had some stuff to do. Didn't want to tell us what, but he's like, I got stuff to do, so take that how
Man's
you want
always
to take
busy
it.
with something.
I know. So, how was your week, Lawrence? What's been going on?
Good, good. Box pit.
Oh yeah, I know you've been
I
playing.
think I don't remember if I said last time. Like I think I'm basically done what I need to do with it. I
Hmm.
got all the achievements. Now I'm in New Game Plus, but there's no achievements, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing. But it's good. It's a great game. There's some things I'm kind of iffy about, like the base building. I'm still not sold on it, but otherwise the core gameplay I think is still good.
Yeah, I know. Base building is just kind of weird. I don't know. I think it's a cool mechanic that they added in, but I feel a little weirder. But I think that's fine. That's good. I'm getting better. I'm sounding a little normal, but still a little bit under the weather, unfortunately. Haven't really played anything though. I think yeah. Besides Gacha, I don't think I really played much, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Not much I can do about that. So let's just jump into it. Not too much this week that I noticed that was interesting, at least for us, that we want to talk about. Something I did want to speak on is so I know you're not a huge FPS player, first person shooter, but you know about Fortnite, obviously, and how big it is and how
Yep,
crazy it's become. So I was browsing,
it's
and
not a first person shooter.
I mean, no, you're right, but
Never.
it's like a shooter. It's like a shooter. I guess I should ask
Yeah,
that. I always forget because Fortnite it always reminds me that I think it should be a first person shooter, but it's not because of all the building and stuff.
yeah.
But I was browsing through the news and I saw that fucking Fortnite has a collaboration with Simpsons. I don't know if you saw anything about that.
Dude, Fortnite has collab with like any property at this point. I'm not even surprised.
No, that's what I'm gonna get into. But yeah, they have a Simpsons collab. Apparently, it's should be launched by now. I think last time I read someone say it was supposed to be launched in 5 hours, but they redid the whole map in Springfield. I think that's really cool. You get the
Hmm.
your skins, all the stuff you would normally get as a collaboration with Fortnite. And what blows my mind is how many collaborations does Fortnite have, and each of them seems to be like pretty good. Like they're really well done. They had like so many. Like to list a few, they had like one with Nerf, one with the Infinity Gauntlet Avengers, stuff like that. What else did they have? They had one with like Clutch and Grind, Major Lasers, Batman.
Yep. On top of my mind, I know they did one with like Mortal Kombat, with Halo, with
Right? Yeah.
Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, with Naruto,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles probably.
I
But
think
yeah,
Ninja
it's
Turtles.
just
Yeah.
like any property you can think of. It's just it's basically possible that it's already in there.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like man, what is it that about Fortnite that seems to be attracting every like I won't say major gaming outlet or major game to like go collab with them, but it's up there. They had a Cyberpunk collab, a Miku collab, a Kaiju number 8 collab, like Jujutsu Kaisen collab, like and these are like pretty like intense. They have like I think in the Dragon Ball Z one, if you were Goku, you can do like Kamehameha and all this stuff. I think in the Power Rangers one, you can literally summon as the Megazord.
I don't know if it's a character specific thing or if it's just a pickup in world, like a weapon pickup.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
But it is. I also wonder if the collab is something that the Fortnite team reaches out to the various properties, or it's the other way around. Because
Right.
at a certain point, I feel like it might be the Fortnite team just like, hey, we got the money, let's reach out to these properties, this and that. And I think in my mind, that's why they have a continuing like collab all the time because they're always on the ball and be like, oh, we need something new now. We need to get these guys, and that's why it's happening at this rate.
Right, and then you have to give props to their design team or whatever you want to call them to be able to push out these collabs, not like back to back, but like roughly close to being back to back. I believe like I don't know what their downtime is for their collabs and whatnot, but it just sounds like they're like, oh yeah, we're done with this one. Yeah, let's punch out this one. We're done with that one. Let's punch out that one. And each one, I feel like it's pretty cool. It makes me want to go play it, but I fucking hate Fortnite, so I don't think I would play it.
I mean, I was just gonna say myself that I kind of wish I actually got into Fortnite because it does seem really cool. At the same time, a lot of the collab stuff is generally stuff you need to pay for, right? Like I know you can get things through the the battle pass,
Yeah,
but I'm assuming a lot of it is the paid battle pass, not the freebie one, right?
yeah, most likely, yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know. As someone who plays free games to not pay money to play, I feel like it wouldn't do what I would want, right?
Right. And when I played Fortnite, I only played it again when it released no build mode because I just can't. Like some of the stuff you see people do with like build mode, they like build like a skyscraper in like 2 seconds, and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'll just stay on the ground and
Yep.
get destroyed. So I feel like no build mode definitely helped the game out because I don't think I'm alone in the sense where people wanted to just play Fortnite but without building, but like still Fortnite, right? And I think they
Yep.
definitely kind
That's
of
definitely Yeah, that's
yeah.
definitely for me one of the big barriers. I guess the other one for me is that I don't know if I care about playing a battle royale in general,
Mm-hmm.
but I've also heard that Fortnite is so much more than just battle royale at this point, where you don't even have to engage with that. So I'm like, maybe I should get into it. Like I know they at some point they acquired Harmonix,
Hmm.
and they're just doing music games in there now. I'm like,
Yeah,
that
like you
sounds
could like
fantastic.
yeah, you could have like I've seen videos where people just like take out their instruments and they start playing like music songs and they like everyone's just jamming out to it. And I'm like, guys, are we killing each other or what? You know what I mean? I'm like, guys, hello? Are we are
Yep.
we are we
Hmm.
shooting or so I think it's pretty cool. I just think it's wild with how much people have collaborated with Fortnite. I honestly think it's probably one of the bigger or biggest games that have so much collaborations. Like I don't,
Oh,
even
for
like
sure.
even
Yeah.
your big games like Call of Duty, all that stuff. I don't think they come close to even like, come close to the collaborations, right?
I feel like once Fortnite got on a roll with the collabs, it just felt like its identity became a collab game,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
right? Like I feel like no one cares about the non-collab like original things. Everyone just talks about the collabs, and that's kind of what I think of Fortnite at this point.
Right, but you wouldn't play it though.
No, again, like for me, the battle royale part is what's holding me back. Even the building part, but again, there's a no build mode.
Mm-hmm.
If it becomes just sort of like a hub for all these game modes, I think I'd be down to try for
That's interesting.
try driving game, try music game, yeah, whatever. Try to hang out. Like I think ideally, if they still have the PVE mode
Right,
as that's where they originally started from. I think I would be into it if that's one of the free to play modes. Yeah.
right. Well, if you're into the PvE modes, why don't you just play? It's a tangent now, but you can play the new Arc Raiders. It what I've seen is that like there's definitely PvP aspects, but the map apparently is so big that you can literally never run into another team, and you can just fight like PvE monsters and whatnot.
I don't know, like the extraction shooters is the thing that I'm like, I don't know. It always seems like you're gonna get to your goal and then another team's just gonna fuck you up and take all your shit. And I'm like, that doesn't seem fun at all. Because I think it'd be more fun if I was at least competitive levels or decent with shooters, but I'm not,
Mhm.
right? So I'm basically guaranteed the moment I get into an engagement, I'm gonna get fucked up. So it's just like, with Arc Raiders, with multiplayer games, like something that you get into a squad, it's a
Hmm.
little bit different from, let's say, Street Fighter, where I can actually get match up with people, like one on one with people my skill level. When I'm in the squad, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna be more of a liability for this whole team, and the balancing is gonna be a little bit hard on the game side. And it's something that I don't expect the game to do, unless they do like the Counter Strike style, where they say, oh, all these teams are gonna get shuffled around. But that's not what I'm gonna be playing this for, right? Like,
Hmm.
if I'm going to
Hmm.
be playing my team, like with you and Jackie, I want to be sticking with you guys.
Right.
So it's, yeah, like the balancing is going to be difficult.
It's interesting you say with the balancing and stuff. I feel like extraction shooters are probably the least, at least in my opinion, the least needed for balancing. Only because like you're gonna have like a ton of walks of life, different kind of type of players, right? And I just feel like there's no real way to balance out players because if I'm a player that just goes in, extracts, and I get 100% extraction, are they going to put me into teams that also have 100% extraction, but that are like way better than me because they fight everybody? Do you know what I mean? I think it's definitely a harder thing to do. I don't know if you looked into Arc Raiders at all, but it is also a third person, like a Fortnite shooter. It's actually not first person. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you knew that.
Sure. I've just heard very good things about it. Or, like, in general, art I heard is pretty good, even though I heard there's some AI involvement in some of their stuff. But, like, I know it's doing very well, and I remember seeing some trailer and going, oh, looks all right. And I never looked more into it.
Yeah, like I at first, when I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be a first person shooter because of just how it looked. But apparently, it's no. It's like a third person over the shoulder. So, like personally, I feel like if you aren't like the greatest at first person shooter, over the shoulder shooting, I feel like it's way easier. I don't know if you ever like kind of like when you're playing Resident Evil, right? It just the shooting just feels a little bit easier because aiming's a little easier. I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
No, I'm not a pro gamer like you, so, you know.
I definitely
I need
just
my game.
mhm.
I need my shooters to have aim assist.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I think it does come with aim assist, no?
I feel like it's I really, because I feel like competitive shooters you can't really
No, a
work
lot
with
of
aim
competitive
assist.
shooters give if you're playing on controller, they'll give you the aim
Yeah,
assist because it's
really?
just yeah. So going back to when I was playing like Apex and all that, Apex Legends, in pro play, people who use controllers did have aim assist, but it wasn't like to the point where like they're gonna like beam you like every 2 seconds. It still took skill and all that, but aim assist definitely was in there. And there was definitely mixed reviews, not mixed reviews, but mixed opinions in pro play where people were like, "Oh, you're only better because you're on controller." Like a lot of pros, not a lot, but like some of them switch from keyboard to play on controller to get the aim assist. Like that's kind of how that kind of went. But there was still a lot of people on keyboard that were like way better than like you're like a controller user, right? Just because you could do so much more and that kind of stuff, right? Not to say one's better than the other, but I feel like Arc Creators probably has aim assist because I feel like it would be way too weird if it didn't.
Because for me, I always thought aim assist was only in single player campaign or like PVE, right? I always thought for PvP they turn it off because it would be a little bit unfair, or it's a little bit like less skill based. But I would believe you if you said it's just a toned down version of what I would see
Yeah, it's
in
definitely
single
not
player.
like it's not like you'll flick to someone and you like stay locked on like permanently. All right, you still got to deal with
Hmm.
recoil, all that kind of stuff, right? But it
I mean,
definitely.
for me,
Mhm.
it's because when I played COD, I think it was in COD. In single player, it's like when you go into Iron Sight, it just snaps to enemies. Like
Mhm.
it's like for a brief moment, and I would be like, that's one of those games I'd be like constantly in and out of Iron Sight because of that. I'd be like, kills guys, just keep tapping the Iron Sight, and be like, bam, 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 lock on, lock on, lock on.
Like it definitely, like I said, it definitely is there, and it works, but it's definitely not to the point where you think it's like not like an aim hack, right? Like you're definitely not aim hacking at
Sure.
that
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
right? It just essentially, it definitely it does what it says. Like you're aiming, and it just assists you in certain ways to make sure you're still on the target when you're shooting. But yeah, just
Mhm.
going back to Fortnite real quick. Yeah, it's just crazy. I feel like every time I see a collab, I'm like, damn, I should really want to go play it. But then, like you said before, like a lot of the skins and all that stuff is probably you need to pay for it, and I'm definitely not shelling out money just to play
Yep.
like 2 seconds and then and not play again.
Like I think it's either you have to pay for them or you have to play a lot to
Right,
run through like the free battle pass to get
right,
there.
right,
And I'm like, I don't play games enough as is. Like I can't, I'm not going to be able to deal with that.
right. Do you think because Jackie's not here, do you think Jackie would play something like this, or do you think he
No,
you don't
no,
think so? It's because it's free, right?
dude, dude. Jackie would look at how Fortnite looks, and I'm pretty sure he's seen it before. He's like, "What is this game for kids?"
Actually, it is
Like,
for kids.
yeah, like I don't think the art style is for him.
Right.
Like you can tell him all the tech stuff behind it, but he's just not gonna be like,
I
you
also
know.
feel like there's nothing that there's no like collaboration in there that would make Jackie be like, yeah, yeah, I'm playing this game. You know what
Uh,
I mean? I don't think so. Anyways, I mean, I could be
I'm.
wrong.
Is Snake in there? Is Kratos in there? I feel
Oh, I
like he
don't know.
might
I
be.
don't. I don't think they are though. No, I don't think they are. I would have to go look into it.
We just gotta keep telling Jackie. It's like, yo, this game is ray tracing. This game is day night cycle.
Yeah.
Boom. That's all you need.
This game has real water effects. Everything you love about gaming. It's free though.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be the one thing that holds him back.
Yeah, here's it's a free game, and that's kind of it,
Oh
right?
my god. When he showed me when he linked us that game, it's like, was it Wind? That Chinese game,
Yeah, it was a
Chinese MMO
Chinese
game.
MMO game. Yeah.
MMO action game.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, you guys would like this." I look at him like, "This is everything you look for, Jackie. Like, this is the game that you would want." And he's like, "But it's free. I can't play this game." I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, man, shut the fuck up.
I mean, like, no one's asking you to play it, Jack. It's just something that this is something that you would probably enjoy more than us, right? So
Ugh.
I don't know. His gaming tastes are extremely weird. To this day, I don't understand it. So, any final thoughts on like the whole Fortnite thing? Like, you think it's well, let me add something real quick. I definitely feel like it's a really good way to get revenue for them. And I think they hit that spot where they're so popular that you can almost say they could probably collab with anybody and they'll still make tons of money. Right? Just off of
Yep.
that.
I think uh, it's weird for me because I don't play Fortnite, but I kind of want it to keep doing well so that Epic can do more things with the store. Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Epic wants to do cool things with the store, but it's not there yet. Like they still can't really compete with Steam, and I feel like they need to keep throwing money at it before it can actually get there,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I
That's
feel like they
fair.
don't really have anything else that's really doing anything. Like in comparison to Fortnite, like nothing else is really doing that,
Mm-hmm.
right? I
Mm-hmm.
think they have Rocket League, but I still feel like Rocket League is like miles behind what Fortnite is doing
Oh yeah, like Rocket League I don't think I've heard much about like
in
recently.
a while.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely been a
And
while.
like Epic's other games have just not really been a thing at all, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Unreal Tournament has just not been active for years. They basically gave Microsoft the Gears of War franchise. Yeah, like I don't remember if they have anything else at this point.
Yeah, I think it's definitely hard for Epic to kind of jump into it, which it's funny as you do mention that. It's actually kind of segues into the next topic that I was going to talk about. Obviously, you heard about the whole Amazon cutting down its video game division,
Oh my god.
all that stuff, and it came to light that Amazon was actually trying to compete with Steam. In essence, compete with Steam, Epic, like all these kind of hubs for gaming. Um, first off, with Amazon, it's hilarious that they're cutting down their video game division because I feel like they don't do anything. Like when, and let me put some context into that. When New World, Amazon's, I believe Amazon's only game, maybe I'm wrong here. When it was announced and all that stuff, everyone was like going like, "Oh, this is gonna be crazy," because Amazon was promising like real time PvP, world PvP, like super balanced stuff. You can go out like essentially like almost like a war driven land kind of game, right? Where you can take over cities, towns, all that stuff, add tax. I might be forgetting a few things here or mixing some things up, but essentially that was like the vibe that Amazon was giving out. Cool, no problem. Everyone was really into it, and then they announced some PVE stuff, which everyone was like, okay, no problem. I mean, you need PVE. And then when the game finally came out, I remember this because I played day one, and man, let me tell you, it wasn't really playing day one. It was like Q Simulator day one. I remember I came home and I jumped into queue and I was like 20, 30,000 in queue or something. And we were like, and I was playing with my friends and we're like, what the fuck is going on? Because, when you think MMO, okay, no problem. You have a queue, not a big deal. I mean, like World of Warcraft has it, Final Fantasy 14 has them. But I think it was a bit later when people started digging that they found out that New World servers had a max cap of 250 players in each server.
Hell yeah.
And then people were like, what the fuck is this garbage? How is this an MMO? You're only playing with 249 other players. And this is when it went all downhill. Funny fact, I remember I had to not VPN, I had to ghost into my computer at work to start my queue before coming home from work.
God, disgusting.
Just so we could be able to play when we finished all our stuff. Pretty funny.
I just think it was really funny, like, of all people, Amazon's the one who can't spin up the servers for the game. Like, come on, guys. You are the service. You are the leading, one of the leading companies for that type of service, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, come on.
And it was crazy because everyone was so angry. They're like, so essentially people were saying you had to wait for one of those 250 players to get off in order for you to play the game. So why didn't you just make a humongous server where everyone's already in the game? Right. And then decisions after the fact, they kind of made PvE more prevalent than PvP. And that pissed off a whole bunch of crowds. So when they were saying how it's cutting down on their video game division, I'm like, was it not already cut down? I don't feel like they've done anything in the past. That's not true. I know they reworked New World and they relaunched it, and then it kind of picked up some steam, and then it dropped back off. So I don't know what your thoughts on this whole video game division getting cut, all that kind of stuff. How do you feel about that?
So when did New World come out?
New World came out. Oh man, when did it come out? 2021. September 28th, 2021 is when New World came out.
So 4 years. For me, it's kind of weird because I feel like MMO at some point goes into not really maintenance mode, but like you don't have your full team working on updates or new content, right? So I would imagine that they've been doing other things, right? Or like they had plans for other things, but nothing else really materialized, at least not that I'm aware of, right? So when they say they shut down their games division, it's like, what do you have to shut down aside from for that one game? Like, did you have anything else really planned?
Mm-hmm.
And I know they also did shit with the storefront, right? You said, like, the fuck do you mean a storefront, like gaming storefront? The thing that you have, I feel like no one uses, and especially because the thing that they use to attract people is the free games, right? Sort of like the Epic thing. But their free game giveaway, half of them go on Epic, like literally Epic license, and the other half go to GOG,
right,
or GOG.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have like a couple of games here and there strictly on Amazon. But those are the games that no one cares about in general. Like, so what the hell are you doing? Like, if you want to compete with Steam, I feel like, as a consumer, sure, it's great to have your keys on GOG or Epic. as opposed to an
Right.
Amazon store where I don't play our games.
Right.
But like, how are you actually attracting people to use your gaming service if
hmm
that's how you're doing it? I think if anything, the most attractive thing with that service right now is the cloud gaming portion.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
fair.
tried it yet, but like I know with Prime comes like your monthly like 7 games or however many that you can play on on the cloud on Luna. I think the services was called.
Yes, it's called
Now
Luna.
their whole
Yes.
gaming thing is just called Luna.
Yeah.
But it's really funny because oh, I see a lot of entries in that cloud gaming thing, and most of them are just Fortnite. And it's just Fortnite and the different branches. Fortnite, the music thing, Fortnite, this and that. I'm like, just call it Fortnite, right? But it just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the heck they were actually aiming for. When I heard about them trying to compete with Steam, I'm like, you're nowhere near. Like, I don't think anyone even considered you a competitor. Like, you
No.
can consider Epic a competitor. You can consider even like the EA launcher or like the Ubisoft launcher as somewhat, competitor. Amazon, I was like, not even on the radar.
No, for sure. Amazon was never something that I was like, yeah, let me log on to Amazon and end up playing my video games, right? It's definitely crazy. Just going back on, not going back, but just adding on to this. Yeah, it's called Luna. They're still working. They're still doing stuff with it, but really, there's still games that apparently they're still kind of working on. Apparently, a new Tomb Raider game. There's a racing title that they're thinking about. One of the things that surprised me was the Lord of the Rings MMO that they had been working on but canceled again. And I'm like, again? I'm like, when did you even announce it? I didn't even know about it. Which is funny because I feel like with the how well quote unquote New World did, I don't know if another MMO would have really helped them out.
Well, I think that's why they canceled it, right?
Oh, I know, right? I feel like Amazon should just stick to being like a quote unquote publisher. And what I'm saying is when Lost Ark came out, Amazon was the publisher for Lost Ark. And I remember when they announced it, people were kind of freaking out because at the time, Lost Ark was the MMO that people were waiting for. Like everyone watched it in Korea. Like it was, it mixed in like MMO with like button pressing combos, like all that kind of stuff. Not your conventional tap targeting kind of thing. So it definitely intrigued people. Also to say like the designs were really nice, skins and all that stuff. So when people heard that Amazon was publishing it, everyone was like, "Oh, it's gonna fail because of how New World did and all that stuff." So suffice to say, Lost Ark did pretty well in the American or in the NA region. I believe when it came out, it topped on Steam. Yeah, top 1.3 million players. So, which is on par with Dota 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, Elden Ring, like all those games, which is pretty good. But I think you could literally just say that is Amazon's only real success in the gaming industry. I don't know if that makes sense.
It's just so weird because I feel like the gaming industry has always been, especially in recent years, been really volatile with all of this stuff. I'm surprised they're even trying to get into it on like a development end,
hmm
right? Because I don't. The development side always seems like it's very hard to actually make money, and it's also like very easy to lose a lot of money.
Right.
And I feel like Amazon would be better served just doing publisher. Like, hey, you guys, these devs take the risk. We'll just throw the money in here, and you guys do what you need. We'll make some ads and whatever.
Yeah. No. No. I agree to that too. It's just weird to hear that they're like, yeah, we want to make video games. It's like, dude, you guys already have so much stuff. Like, just leave it, leave it alone. Because clearly, you guys can't make a proper video game, anyways.
Yeah, and it's like, well, now I'm going off into a little bit more of a tangent on some of the devs stuff, but like, you hear a lot of devs, like seasoned developers from other companies leaving and then making their own, their own small team or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of them just fail. Even the people who are well versed in the industry, like the heck are you doing, Amazon? Like you're gonna get a whole bunch of people, make a big team, and just start making huge games, and hopefully it works out. I don't know. I feel like that's like a really weird thing. Like especially MMO. Like I feel like MMO is such a weird thing nowadays because how many aside from WoW can actually survive? Like not even nowadays, but like it's always been that's been a thing, right? Like WoW
Mhm.
is the one standout success, and then a lot of the other ones just sort of come and go. You might have some that's doing okay, that's surviving, but I feel like the ratio of MMOs that fail is just so high that I feel like why would you try and not like why wouldn't you try to do something else before you jump into the MMO space,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I feel like for the MMO space right now, I feel like there's definitely a few games that are quote unquote like you would say successful. Like you have your WoW, like you said. Final Fantasy 14 is still going good, even though there's some questionable changes happening in there. I believe that I heard. Guild Wars 2 apparently is still very popular from what I remember. And then you have, like you said, your like kind of randoms and here and there and whatnot. I feel like again going on a big tangent with MMOs now. I mean, I played MMOs, most of my life here. I mean, I played WoW. I played a bunch, but WoW is definitely the major one that I played, and I do enjoy MMOs. I think it's really the part where doing dungeons, doing raids. I think that I enjoy that the most. It's fun, you team up with people, try to do your, coordinate and all that stuff. I just feel like in this day and age, it's just harder to play, especially the younger generation, for them to play MMOs because it takes a lot of time, right? I remember staying up till like 3, 4 in the morning raiding, and then at school or class or whatever the fuck it was, work, and it was rough, right? Nowadays, people don't want to do any of that. So I feel like MMO is definitely not a successful genre that you want to go into. You might as well just make like an action game or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like current day, like the in my mind, what modern versions of MMO now is more like Destiny, where
Right.
you're exposed to a greater world, but a lot of the actual action happens in a more instant space situation,
Right.
right? So it's not you don't see a lot of like crazy people just running around your stages. Like you have certain areas that they say, hey, this is where you're gonna see just random players hopping in and out of, but otherwise it's going to be more of like a team based environment, right? And then they also don't have to use a lot of like I guess in my mind they don't have to use a lot of their server space or power to just make sure everyone's always involved at the same time in the same world.
Right.
It might be just easier for the developers on that end too, right? Um, and also it being a little bit more actual because I guess you have less players to account for, then maybe like the latency issue wouldn't be as bad. Like the action can feel more snappy,
Mm-hmm.
more real time, right?
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of the MMOs I've played have always felt like a little bit off. The most action oriented one I played was Terra, and even that one, like I know people say, oh, it's more action oriented. It always just feels a bit weird compared to actual action games that I
Right.
would
Right.
like to
Right.
play.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I feel like you're never gonna get like a full like action style kind of MMO because there's still gonna be that lag time, your server lag time, and all that stuff. But just speaking on Terra, Terra was fun though. I enjoyed Terra. It definitely was a nice, like, fun little action MMO. Too bad it died so fast.
I don't know. I my cousin was very into it, so I tried it, and I'm like, I tried, I think one or two characters, and I'm like, okay, I can see it. I just don't know if I have it in me to really get way into it, especially with definitely has the MMO grind of a lot of fetch quests, a lot of just kill a certain number of enemies. I'm like, this is why I didn't like MMOs in the first place.
I think that's
Like I can
fair.
do it in a like a JRPG format where it's like you have a definite start and end,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Whereas MMO is like the grind is like so much more pronounced, and the gear grind and stuff is just they keep stretching it and stretching it, and I'm like I don't know if I can work with this, especially
Right.
when I play MMOs definitely don't care about the story. Anytime characters talk, I'm like, don't care, skip, skip, skip.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I'm very much the same. I just skip the story. I'm like, let me just go raid or something. Like, can you stop talking to me?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Give me the objective. I'll just go.
Yeah, seriously. But overall, though, what are your final thoughts on the whole Amazon thing? Like, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to do what they want to do.
I don't trust Amazon with dealing with that. Again, like if they can do and maintain what they're doing with the storefront stuff, it's okay for me. I don't see it progressing more than that, and I don't know if they're going to deal with if they're going to spend too much more on that front. Again,
Yeah.
I think they're probably more focused on making the cloud gaming a little bit more, you know, more active. I guess I don't
Hmm.
know. Currently, I don't really know how many other major competitors are in that scene. I know Nvidia has their service, and I hear very good things about that. But there's not many others on PC that I remember that I know of.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, my opinion on this is that I think they should just stick to what they know, and them trying to compete with Steam and
Sell
stuff.
books, right?
Yeah, sell
Oh
some
yeah.
audiobooks, sell items to people. Let's leave the game making to somebody else. Leave the storefront to somebody else. Unless you're going to tell me Amazon's going to suddenly inject like billions of dollars into this to do something about it, then I mean, I feel like they should just kind of stick to what they know, right?
Look, they have the money. I just don't think they have the patience, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, if you want it instantaneous, like you're not gonna wake up and be like, oh my god, our Amazon storefront's better than Steam now, haha, or something like that. Now it's just actually just popped in my head. Imagine Microsoft slash Xbox's new PC is now going to partner with Amazon to create the ultimate storefront slash gaming console PC living room machine. That's what's
I just don't see it.
that's
No,
what
like I can see
hmm.
it if Microsoft didn't already have its own thing going. That's like I
Hmm.
think Microsoft is probably the biggest competitor in terms of that space compared to like the cloud space compared to Amazon.
Right.
So and Microsoft already has its own storefront. I just don't see it. But yes, that would be well. I don't know. I guess that would get Amazon on board a little bit more, but I don't know. With the way things are going with Xbox, I already think it's a little bit weird. So
Xbox, I don't know what you're talking about. This is going to be, as Jackie said, everyone will be buying this.
oh yep, yep. Are you? Is that going to be the next topic? Because I think I saw a rumor of the pricing.
No, I mean, we can talk about it
Like
real
I
quick. It
think
definitely was something that I feel like we talked about Xbox so much. I just didn't want to keep talking about
yeah,
it. But we can definitely jump
yeah.
into it real
Okay.
quick. Yeah, so the pricing, I think they announced what it was. It was 1,500, 1,600.
Okay. It's not announced. It's just rumored
Yeah, the
still. I
rumors,
think
yeah.
it's like yeah.
But it
I
was in
think
the upper
it's very
regions.
much like the PlayStation is rumored to be something around the $600 range, and then the Xbox is rumored to be like the $1,200 range, something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah, and again, rumors, but just if that was not a rumor, that is an insane price jump. And also, again, I'll just buy a PC. I don't need to buy this hunk of metal that's going to sit in my living room. That's going to do exactly, probably do less than what my PC can do. Because, I mean, I know we talked about it. Like, it's not like they're going to be able to get the latest and greatest while making it. So you're always going to be behind because, like you said, we're going to have like another graphics card out or whatever the deal might be. So I think it's hilarious that they're still really gung ho about this high PC, I mean, curated experience or whatever they're saying about it. It's just stupid. I don't know. I think it's stupid. I don't know
I
what.
feel like they're just in a weird place and they want to see what sticks, right? And having premium as their selling point at least makes it stand out. I just don't see it working out for them. I don't know.
No.
And maybe they'll get enough audience with people like Jackie, who's like, $8,000 for a premium product? Fuck yeah! I'm like, the fuck, $8,000, dude. Come on. That's why when they showed like when the rumor was like, oh, 1,200, I'm like, oh, that's reasonable. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Like at that point, like I literally said, just buy a PC. Like what are we arguing about here? So I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to see as more leaks and information comes out. We'll probably have a better idea on like what it's actually going to be. Because I mean, they wanted to launch it for what 2027, I think, or
In
something.
2 years, probably.
Yeah. So
I was just gonna say it's funny because of our discussion last time. I started looking at console prices, like previous console prices.
right. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, GameCube was $200 at launch. Holy shit! That like,
Yeah.
that seems so cheap. Like that's why I'm like, hey, maybe when the next console launches, 1,200 isn't gonna be that crazy.
It's not gonna be that crazy. Yeah, we're all gonna suddenly make so much more money somehow.
Yeah.
No, I think
I literally, I was looking at the GameCube number. I was like, dude, I remember thinking that's like a whole super expensive console. I'm like, well, maybe then I was also like a kid, and then
Oh yeah, for sure. And then your parents had to buy and all that kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
So it's definitely pretty funny. Like I said, I think once more information comes out, we'll rehash this topic and we'll talk about it. But I think at this point,
Yep.
it's stupid, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But again, this is my personal opinion. I'm not a big Xbox Microsoft exec or anything like that. So, but moving on to next topic here. You remember Power World?
Yes, I remember Power World.
You remember Power World? You remember how Jackie was like, "Oh my god, this game's the best." Plays it for like an hour.
Yeah.
And says it's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, makes one video. It's like, oh, I'll keep playing it. Never plays again.
Never
Yep.
plays again. I don't think he's even
Not
turned it
even
on.
here to defend himself.
Yeah, this is why he's not here. We're
Yep.
just bagging him until he shows up. So obviously, I remember when it came out, all that controversy happened with Nintendo, or no, not even Nintendo. Someone called out Power World saying that they were using Pokemon Nintendo skeletons for their stuff, and this sparked this huge thing. And then now, what is going on with it is that the title of the article pretty much says Japan Patent Office rejects Nintendo application relevant to Power World dispute, cites games like Arc as prior art after third-party submission. So, hilariously, in the same article, I didn't read the whole article because there was a lot of like legal jargon, and I kind of didn't want to read all of it. But essentially, they were just kind of saying like, it just sucks to be you, I guess, in a very lame term. I think that's literally kind of how Japan's patent office kind of said it. Like, it's not. I don't remember what exactly they were trying to patent, but whatever.
So I remember when they submitted the patent, people flipped the hell out because it was so broad. It was something like you're going to take monsters and do battles with them, or like
something like that,
to engage in battles with them. And people were like, "The fuck are you talking about? That's just a general mechanic at this point. Like you can't patent that shit." And,
no, exactly.
So I'm kind of, as much as I'm like a Nintendo fanboy, not really fanboy, like I like Nintendo and Pokemon, I'm kind of glad that shit got shut down, because I'm like, that's fucked up. Like, you can't do like really broad strokes shit like that.
No, and I remember this too. People were just like, you can't. So then essentially every game that has similar styles would now be like under like scrutiny because it's copying Nintendo. Digimon would be one of those, right? Digimon would 100% be one of those. Yep. Funny thing in the article, they mentioned Cancole's TP gauge at one point in the whole patent thing. And then a lot of people that were going like, why did you mention Cancole? It says here, looking at the citations of the notice of rejection, they brought up Cancole as evidence of depleting a health bar to complete an event. But they use that as an example, and everyone's like, "Why did you do it this way?" So I feel like the whole
Some lawyers looked at some footage and said, this thing, this one.
It's just hilarious because I don't know why Nintendo's so stingy on this shit. Like, they don't release
Well, I
more.
think partly is that Pal World was so specifically Pokemon coded, I guess. There's a lot of things about Pal World you look at and basically everyone said, yeah, that's Pokemon with guns. So I think that's very specifically why Nintendo was so hard up about this thing.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair, but a lot of people started saying that Power World is more of an Arc clone, more than like a Pokemon clone. And then essentially what
Nintendo
they're saying
don't
is,
care.
no, it's just dumb because I don't know why Nintendo likes doing this all the time. Like, I get it, you want to protect your IP, but like it's not like they copied fucking Pikachu on the screen or something. You know, it's different if they did that and you're like, oh my god, yeah, okay, sue the shit out of them. But like you still need to give people like creativity outside of like of what Nintendo has done. You know what I mean?
Well, Nintendo is like notoriously aggressive about all that stuff, so I'm not really surprised. Like any fan games, like even if it's not for profit or anything, gets shut down the moment Nintendo gets wind of it. So,
oh yeah, for sure, I've seen that happen too. Which is funny because kind of broad and off topic here, but somebody in the United States used the Pokemon theme song for something, and Nintendo's like, "Oh yeah, that's okay." What the fuck is that shit? You're really gonna pull this? Oh, yeah, that's fine. And then turn around and go like, "Yo, fuck Power World, you piece of shit!" Like, now mind you, I don't know if Nintendo actually said it was fine. I don't remember. I think they released a statement, but I don't remember what it was, or I don't even know if they did. Which is even worse.
I don't know if they did. I think they were just like,
but it just
whatever.
It's just even extra funny because I remember reading our Reddit friends about like, yo, Nintendo better reply to this shit. And they just never did anything. So it's and I get it, right? Like if people know what we're talking about, like Nintendo wants to pick its battles, obviously. It's not picking a battle with that. But it to me, it's just dumb.
Yeah, no, for me, it's just sad when I get it, but it's like projects like, was it the Metroid Prime, or not Metroid Prime, the Metroid 2 fan remake or whatever, M2 something, that got shut down because Nintendo got wind of it. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you have fans who are making basically really good versions of your classic games, and then of course Nintendo's like, shut it down, we're releasing one ourselves, shut down. So like, oh man. But it's also like, at some point people have got to expect that to happen, right? And a lot of people do release it like that, but then you also got people who are like making mods of like Smash Brothers or something, right? And I feel like Nintendo would come in and be like, no, that's not okay. Like, oh man, that's so dumb.
Yeah, and I get the whole like the fan game. There was like a bunch of fan games back in the day for Pokemon, and I know Nintendo shut them down so fast. I mean, there's like a fan made MMO, quote unquote, Pokemon game. And I don't know if it got shut down, but I remember it getting like cease and desist, all that kind of stuff. Which is funny because we were playing it was enjoyable. Gonna go on a quick tangent here. I actually wish Nintendo made a Pokemon MMO game. I don't know if I talked about this before, but that when I was a bit younger, not too much younger, it was like a wish of mine. I would have loved to play a Pokemon MMO where you make your character, you go out, you catch your Pokemon, level up, fight gym leaders, fight other people, and just fucking, you could do dungeons, you can do raids. All that stuff would have been, like, applicable somehow. But Nintendo's like, yeah, we just hate online, actually. And then just keep making these bullshit copy and paste Pokemon games nonstop.
Yeah, well, no, the big problem with Pokemon, like the mainline Pokemon games, is that they don't really do anything different. Like, they don't do much different. Like, of course they have some quality of life changes, they have some mechanic changes, but by and large they're kind of the same thing, like, over years, right? And I know there's a lot of people who want different things from Pokemon, but I don't think we're ever gonna get them. Like the closest we have currently is the what's the new one called? The
Oh,
shit,
is it
like
Arceus or
Legends,
something?
the
Oh,
Legends
Legends,
games.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like I think that's the closest, but like it's still. Yeah, I don't trust them with bringing that further in a meaningful way, especially after hearing the new one's not especially great either. I'm like, oh man, Game Freaks. I think we said last time, Game Freaks. You have the capability of doing something that looks really nice and cool, but when saddled with the Pokemon like release schedule, I guess like
yeah.
I I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like honestly, for me, I want a Pokemon game that's more of an action game.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, and originally I thought that was gonna be what Legends was gonna be, like Arceus was gonna be, but it
Hmm.
turned out to be just your guy is a little bit more active, but it's still turn based action. I'm like, oh
Gotcha.
come on.
Yeah, yeah. You're yeah, but like I feel like no, no, you're right. I think like a full action kind of Pokemon game would be really cool. I think it'd be pretty fun. But again, all this stuff, and I know we're not the only people that have talked about number one, like an online Pokemon game, or number
Hmm.
two, a more action oriented Pokemon game. I just feel like they'll never make one because I just feel they don't
Nope.
care about like what fans say, anyways. Nintendo's gonna just keep making their copy paste Pokemon game, add like one feature to it, and it'd be like, "Oh, look, this is the greatest thing ever," kind of thing, right? So I don't know.
Plus, I feel like Nintendo's scared of doing online things. Like at some point, like they're forced to do online for like Mario Kart and like Smash,
Hmm.
but I feel like they're not wholehearted in like they're doing it out of obligation, not because they really want to.
Yeah, I think I remember reading somewhere,
Oh,
maybe it was a comment or something I read where it just feels like Nintendo just like, not Nintendo feels like, sorry. If you look at all the online systems that are on all the current kind of consoles or whatever, so you can look at Steam, PSN, Xbox Live, all that stuff. Nintendo like is way behind in terms of online anything, and I just don't
yep.
get why they don't
Mhm.
do anything about it. Like it's that online is like the thing to do, and Nintendo's over here going like, yeah, we're good. We'll just stay here offline. It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like because they're more aiming at kids or like they're always concerned about oh kids might be exposed to it blah 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 like they don't want to deal with that
Right.
much. So I think they're like trying to limit the amount of online because they don't want to deal with that.
I
Especially
guess,
because
but
they are more geared towards kids and stuff. So
mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's always been the thing. But like the other problem is also that their online endeavors, especially like having played some Smash Brothers online, the latency shit is so bad.
Oh yeah,
Like I
yeah,
just hate it. I hate it.
yeah. Disconnections, all that stuff, all, super prevalent all the time. Not that I played a lot of Smash Online or whatever, but my brother did, and he would always watch for a bit. It'll be like disconnect, or something stupid like that, lag or
Yeah.
whatever. So
It's like
definitely,
your big online fighting game,
yeah,
right? People are arguing fighting game, but like it's your big thing that people would love to play online with other people, and this is what you churn out for the online. Like, fuck is this?
exactly. But overall, I feel like the whole just going back to the spew of power. Overall, I feel it's getting old now. I know Nintendo wants to win, but I feel like hoping that maybe with this rejection, Nintendo's going to be like, okay, fuck it, we're done, kind of thing. I don't think so, but there's always some hope about it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Nintendo's legal department I feel like is pretty aggressive. I feel like they're gonna be like, you're gonna have to shut the shit down one way or another. So I don't know.
They're
But I
gonna
also
keep
feel like
going.
I feel like the Pal World guys probably made their money like the big you know at launch that was a big thing. I feel like no one talks about it anymore.
Yeah, I feel like
So
it's still played, but I definitely don't think it's like the game now where people were like,
Yeah.
are still wanting to play. I think right now it looks like actually there's 37,000 players currently. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Jackie's playing it right now.
Oh, maybe Jackie is playing right now. Maybe this is why. This is why he couldn't jump on today. But yeah, overall, I feel like I know this will continue, but I know they got to learn to stop at some point. Like, I mean, you're not, never right, or either that or just settle out of court. Like tired of reading about your stupid who you're suing and whatnot all the time. You just sue everyone, Nintendo. God damn it! You just patent everything, and then and then every game would have to go for you, or something like that. Real quickly, I know yesterday you were playing some Disco Elysium. What are your
Hell
initial
yeah.
thoughts?
I think the writing is really fun. Like the voice acting is really good. The writing is really fun. I guess I've only so my exposure to Disco Elysium is basically listening to podcasts, people being like, "Oh, it's really good," and also seeing screenshots of it. So I've always thought this was a 2D like isometric game.
Mm.
So when I started playing it, I'm like, "Oh shit, this is 3D. What the fuck is this?" And I think as like the art's very unique, and I think it's unique in a really fun way, especially when the moment you look at your own character in the mirror. I'm like, fuck yeah, that face, perfect, perfect.
No one told you to look. They even warned you. They're like, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure? It's like hell yeah, I want to see that shit.
Yeah, I want to see myself.
But yeah, like I guess I didn't think it was basically just a point and click adventure game with the more of a dialogue focus. But again, like I haven't played too far to know too much. And yeah, like the stats thing, I'm still not really clear on whether or not you progress that or like if there's any way to level up or anything. But yeah, I don't know. Everything I've played so far seems fun, and maybe I'll post the video up online at some point. I don't know. I gotta clean up. Hopefully, I'll play enough. Hopefully, I'll play through the whole game. I don't know how long it is.
It's pretty long. There's a lot of reading, a lot of
Yeah.
talking, and reading, all that stuff, right?
Okay.
So,
Hey man,
no,
with
it's good.
with voice acting being that quality, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on like the choices that you've seen so far? Like, you think it's enough? Kind of like, whoa, this is a lot of choices, or it's not enough.
Sometimes I find myself, so maybe I wasn't paying too close attention, but the color choices again. I think I talked about it when I was playing, talking to you. But some of the color choices for the words, I can't tell if it's like, oh, you can select this and you can come back into this dialogue, or if this is like signifies if you select this, then you're progressing through the dialogue tree.
Right.
So I wish I kind of knew that. There's also some of the early stuff where I can't really tell a difference between the answers, right? Like
Right.
the words are very different, but in my mind, the actual thing you're conveying is kind of the same. So I was like, can't really tell what you're trying to get me to answer, right?
Right.
But I think once it gets into the actual game, it's a little bit more like I can understand a little bit better, especially when you're talking with characters and general personality stuff. Then I'm like, okay, I can see what I'm trying to get through here, or what you're also trying to ask me. So yeah.
Okay, no, that's good.
Good. I do like that. I do like that. It's not super serious all the time, right? Like I do love the superstar line of answers that I've been going with. Yeah, and yeah, in general, I really do like the writing. Again, aside from the few things where I'm a little bit confused here and there, but like generally speaking, I think the writing is very unique and colorful. The characters are very, very different, very fun to talk to.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I feel like they fleshed out a lot of the characters for sure, and gave you like in the game they give you like a lot of like answers and questions that you can kind of pose and whatnot. I just feel like the fact that you can do a lot of different things in the game, like a lot of freedom. It's something that I feel like you would definitely enjoy. I mean, look at it, that they even asked you if you wanted to drink the beer bottle, and then you're like, no, and they're like, are you sure you can lick it off the ground? Having stuff like that, for me, it's hilarious, because for me, I would have been like, oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna lick it off the ground.
I don't know, I'm a superstar, man. I don't know if I can debase myself to do that.
Listen, because you're the superstar, you need to get drunk no matter what. But no, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. I feel like it's definitely a game that a lot of people should play. I know we talked about this briefly before, but
I just want to say that I'm glad I actually got out of that room, because I heard that it's very hard to get out of the suite. Can't believe Jackie said that. Can you make it? You actually made it out of the room? It's like,
how did you do that? It was pretty easy, Jackie. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Jackie just has some weird issues with isometric games or something. I don't know.
I wonder if he's even really played point and click adventure games.
I don't think he has. It's not for him.
Like this okay for a point and click adventure type game, I'm glad this highlights things for you to pick.
Oh right, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like old school ones don't have that, and I feel like this is one of the more recent additions to that genre that I'm glad is a thing now. Because why are you wasting time like just clicking around trying to find things to do? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just highlight things and tell me what I can interact with. Perfect.
I definitely feel like it makes it easier. So you're not just bumbling around and like trying to find, oh, is this interactable? Oh, is this interactable? And you find out like nothing's interactable. Right?
Yeah.
So no, definitely. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope to see more of it. There's a lot of fun stuff that will be happening in the game. Any final thoughts for today, Lawrence? Anything you want to talk about?
No. I think I'm good for this week.
Yeah, I know next week, a couple weeks going forward, I think it's going to be a little awkward, so we'll try to still get the recordings out. But I think Jackie will be away for a week or two, so it'll just be me and you, and unless Jackie makes an appearance, we'll have to see. But yes, this is it for episode 39. Once again, you're joined by myself and Lawrence. You can find us on YouTube at Bronze Grade Gaming, right? I don't remember what our YouTube channel is now. But you can follow us there. You can follow us on Spotify as Bronze Grade Podcast. And if you're listening anywhere else, you can follow us on there too. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, see ya.